Hello, everybody. Let's get started. I have to finish class promptly today because of family commitments. So we're kind of gonna go as fast as possible. Sorry if it's a little fast. All right. Let's see how many questions we have. We have six. Okay. So if you don't know how the review courses work, there's 10 classes, and each course is reviewing five courses. So basically, every every course gets gets two classes in a review course for what Geshe felt were the most important points from that course. All right, so this is the second class reviewing course one. All right, Hong Son.
Yes. Question one. Give an explanation of the two parts of the word bodhicitta. Does it refer to the mind of a Buddha?
Yeah, anybody? What does Bodhi mean? What does Chitta mean? And does it mean mind of a Buddha? Does it refer to that? Nobody knows.
The bodhicitta is the wish to get enlightenment for the other people, for the sake of the people.
That's true. What does Bodhi mean?
Uh, body, body mean, I forgot.
Enlightenment. Bodhi, Buddha.
Yeah,
Yeah. And what does Chitta mean?
the wish.
It here does, correct. It literally means mind, but it's more like what's in your mind. And does it refer to the mind of a Buddha?
Yeah,
Only in the sense that a Buddha also has that wish, not not the literal meaning of Bodhi, Chitta, meaning Buddha mind. All right. All right. Uh, read this, Hong Song.
Yes. Bodhi means enlightenment or Buddhahood. And chitta means mind or thoughts. Together, the words mean the wish to become enlightened for every living being. It does not mean Buddha mind in the sense of a mind which have already reached Buddhahood or a mind which is somehow already enlightened and only needs to be seen as enlightened.
Correct. Good. I'll do this. Zhang Ki Sem. Zhang is enlightenment, or Bodhi in Sanskrit, and Sem is mind, um, or Chitta in Sanskrit. Ki means of that. Um, you can shorten it as Semke. Ke means to develop that mentality, that wish. Sem. You can also say Jang Um, uh, but Sem can also mean Bodhisattva. So careful. All right, good. Number two. Panitova. Let's do it.
Give the
Please.
seven Give the seven steps in the cause and effect method for developing the wish for enlightenment. Explain briefly why each is necessary for the next. Tibetan track in Tibetan.
Yeah,
Explain.
that's cool. Um, unfortunately, we have to go through them kind of fast. Um, do you know all seven, Panitova?
Maybe I don't know. I don't know English.
Uh,
Seven.
Tibetan.
Oh, Tibetan. I think no. All seven. Not remember.
Oh, yeah. It's remember your mothers, Marche. Remember their kindness. Drin Drin. Pay it back. Drin So. See everyone like your only child. Iduong. hmm I forget. Love and compassion can be switched. Iduong is compassion, and Jampa is the next one, love. Then Hoksam Namdak, personal responsibility, and then Bodhicitta, Jongsem, Semke. And then with the zero step being uh Tangyom, equanimity, seeing all beings as equal before you see them as your mother. Okay, read Panitova.
Recognize that all living beings have been your mother. Equanimity is necessary to do this because if you hold some close and others distant, you cannot see everyone as a kind mother, deserving your ultimate help, you would exclude some people. Marche.
Yeah, recognize them as your mother. This R is like as your or something. Ma means mother in this case. All right, next.
Remember the kindness they have given you when they were your mothers. The first step leads to this one because if you do not see everyone as having been your mother in the past, then you cannot see everyone as having been kind. You won't think about the good they did for you if you don't see them all in a beneficent role.
Beneficent,
Beneficent.
good. Trin, like kadrin, kindness, and tren, memory, like trenpa, to remember. Next.
Decide to repay the kindness of your mothers. The second step leads to this one in that if you don't see your mother as having been kind to you, then you have no reason to pay her back. Rinso.
Yeah, drin. So drin is kindness again, kadrin. This so means like, does this so mean to pay back? I guess so. Because it's not, yeah, I guess I think this is like pay back a debt. GZO. Mm, let me check. Hold on. Mm, don't like not knowing it exactly. Let's see. I think it means to pay back like a debt. Let's see if I'm right. Probably SOA. Yay, I'm right. Here, repay. All right. Okay, cool. Here we go. Letter D. Oh, it's Eong Jampa. Oh, and the next is Ninja. I mixed them up. All right, go ahead, Panitova.
Love all people with the intensity of a mother for her only child, and wish that they could have every good thing. The previous 3 points lead to this. For once, you recognize everyone as mother, acknowledge her kindness and your debt, and agree to help her in return. The natural result is to want to give her every good thing. Yeon Jampa.
Yeah, good. Yeah, Eong, like your only child, like attracted to them like your only child. Champa is love. You love them like that. Read this.
Feel great compassion for all living beings. Want them to be free of suffering. The first step is a cause for this because if you do not want them to be happy to the point of intense love, then you have no reason to want them to be free of suffering. Ninja Chenpa.
Yeah, thanks. Ningje, Lord of Hearts, literally means compassion. Chempo means big. F?
Decide to help everyone even if you have to do it all yourself, regardless of the difficulty without being discouraged. If no one helps you, the fifth step is a cause for this sixth one because if you do not want them to be free of suffering, you will certainly not choose to remove their suffering. Laksam Namdak.
Yeah, this is like extraordinary mentality or something. This is like literally extremely pure or something. Hlaksam means Hlak means great or extraordinary. Tsam means mentality. That's the literal, but it means take personal responsibility for everything. Okay, do this.
Achieve the wish to become enlightenment for the sake of every living being, that is, develop bodhicitta and become a bodhisattva. The previous step in the cause for this science. Once you are determined to help everyone, then you must gain the capacity to do so by becoming a full enlightenment Buddha. Samkhya.
You say enlightened.
Enlightened.
Say enlightenment. You.
Enlightenment.
Yeah, those are two different words. Okay?
Thank you.
Enlighten. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Enlighten is the verb. Enlightenment is the noun. All right. All right. Great. Semke. Develop the wish to free all beings from suffering by getting enlightened yourself. All right, number 3. Mike Hoffman, you exist right now?
I am in existence.
Yupa.
Yipa.
Mike, yeah. Sounds like a curse. All right, read this.
Name the two truths and describe them briefly.
Can you do it?
The two truths. Um, ultimate and deceptive truth.
Correct.
Ultimate truth is the inherent, not inherent. I gotta be careful with that word.
That is like a legal word in
Right.
Adivika.
Ultimate truth is the emptiness of all things, and deceptive truth is what appears to us as our projected reality around us.
Yeah, it's what's projected to the mind of somebody who's fooled by that. Because you can see deceptive reality and not be fooled by it, right?
Yeah,
Like a
all the
Buddha.
time, currently.
All right, read this.
Ultimate truth, ultimate reality, the emptiness of all things. That is, the fact that they are not anything which is not simply a projection forced upon you by your past karma.
Yeah, Dundam, ultimate, Denpa, truth or reality in this case. All right, read this.
Deceptive truth, deceptive reality, sometimes mistakenly referred to as relative truth. All of the normal objects around you, which seem to exist from their own side or through some nature of their own, but do not and are therefore deceptive.
Yeah, good. Denpa again, reality or truth. And Kunzo means completely fake, literally, or deceptive. All right, good, Mike.
Thank you.
Just teaching you just rushing through the most important concepts in the universe. Um, I'll do this one. I'll basically read it because I only have about 8 minutes. Explain what interdependence means in each of the three Buddhist schools below. All right. This is super important, okay? I would memorize it, more or less. Functionalist group. Things are dependent in the sense that changing things depend on their causes and conditions. This explanation fails to cover interdependence of unchanging objects such as empty space or emptiness. And the groups that are in this one are the Abhidharma school, the Sutra school, and mind only. Independent group. Things are interdependent in the sense that all objects, changing or unchanging, depend on their parts. This is a comprehensive explanation, but not one which imparts the ultimate meaning of interdependence. Um, this is lower half of the middle way, okay? Independent branch. Implication group. Things are interdependent in the sense that they are a result of our projecting onto a basis of our projection. This is the ultimate meaning of interdependence. And that's prasangika madhyamika, okay? Upper middle way. Um, I'm just gonna finish the class because of my time. I apologize if it's a little fast. Does the self exist? What do you mean by exist, sir? It exists as a projection, nothing else. A self or me does exist. There is someone who's writing this homework right now, but there is no self or me which exists from its own side, through any nature of its own, independent of the projections forced upon me by my karma. Seeds. All right. Number 6. How can the idea of karma, that is ethics or morality, coexist with the idea of emptiness, or do they contradict each other? Uh, they coexist perfectly. Emptiness is like a blank screen, and ethics, or how you act or how you treat people, is like the projection on the screen. Um, if the screen wasn't there, there would be nowhere for it to project. Um, and if there was no projection, it would only be empty. So there would be nothing except the fact that things are empty to see. So yes, they coexist perfectly and they do not contradict at all in terms of their existence. In terms of their idea, they're exactly contradictory. They're opposites. All right. These two ideas are two sides of the same coin. Things are empty in the sense of being like a blank screen. Whether I see them one way or another depends on my own projections, forced upon me by my past deeds, words, and thoughts. Therefore, karma and emptiness are completely intertwined, and anyone who understands emptiness understands the need to be absolutely moral in their everyday life. Morality is sultrim, and emptiness is tongpani. Is that it? Yay! I did it. Yay me! That doesn't really exist. Okay. I have to go. Thank you so much, translators. I hope it wasn't too fast. Thank you so much, students. You're cool. All right. All right. We'll keep going. There's class Saturday and Sunday. I hope translators can help out. Both are going to be at 7 a.m. Arizona time. And we're just gonna finish this out. We're gonna wrap this up, okay? 3 weeks left. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye.
Cảm ơn thầy.